What's going on, YouTube family? I said I wasn't gonna use that YouTube family thing, but I guess it's stick. Well, first off, thanks for tuning in. You rocking with Porter, not Porter. We only got one Porter today, the other one at school. But I figured I'd do a walk around intro for the '02 Lincoln Towncar. Just like an intro, show all y'all what I done did already, and explain the plans and see what we got going. Basically, what we got going on. This one. It's 2002 Lincoln Towncar, 24s on there. The outside, like I said in the little intro video, we got body work to do. I hope that battery charge ain't too loud too, by the way. But I got it on charge. Battery was a little low. It was kind of stuttering when it cranked up. I wanted to make sure I could get it started. But outside ain't too bad. Had the caps, but you know how that go. I wanted to clean it up before I did this, but you know, regular Midwest rust patterns going on. Got a crack in the rear bumper. Shit, we could get it. Like, I mean, I had put some tape on there just so it didn't look so terrible. But you know, I plan on pulling that off and try to do the bumper repair myself, or you know, I try and find one. The passenger side ain't too bad as far as the body work, but on the driver's side, this one is pretty much shot. I don't really know how I'm gonna remake that contour, but I'm thinking I get like a piece of, but basically the lip on the inside. I don't know if I can get in there, but the lip on the inside stopped right here. So I'm gonna try to run a piece across just to give it some good reinforcement, because when we get it right, plan on putting some music in there. Then, you know, scuffs and scrapes, little paint peeling right there. No rust on this fender really. There's a little surface rust, a little bubbling right here, like the other side. But I think what I'm gonna do is when I do that side in the back, when I get the paint and everything, I just scuff that up and try to paint it, buff it out, see what happens. Little chrome trim broke right there. We'll figure that out. But yeah, man, I mean, I got the car for a steal, man. I can't really complain. When it came to me, it just needed a water pump. I smacked the water pump on. I probably got to drive it for like a week. And I mean, it was way deep. I mean, the bodywork wasn't this bad. The car really been sitting. It really been sitting for like 2 years. But once we decided to do this, you know, I was like, we gonna go ahead, we gonna get the cars right. But like I said, passenger side ain't too bad. Got a decent crack in the windshield, but you know, that's about 150 bucks. Maybe we'll try and put the windshield in too. So we shut this boy off. Should be good to go. So man, under the hood, I done did just about every sensor and everything. TPS, idle air control valve. I think the only thing I didn't really change was the mass airflow sensor right here. But I pulled the intake off of here, put a new intake on there, all new coils and plugs. Like I said, the water pump was the first thing I did to it. I think I put the eyelet pulley, and a host of other stuff. The wiper motor, I had changed out the wiper motor. The wiper motor back here, it was a task. I had to take all this out and really squeeze it up out of there. But I mean, the worst thing I did on here, I would say, was probably the intake manifold. But I put two oxygen sensors, the two front oxygen sensors on there. So I mean, if you just found this and you ain't really seen my intro video, I went to school for auto mechanics. I'm Lincoln Towncar alumni, and I got a decent idea about a lot of stuff. So I mean, we're gonna try and fix this joint. We're gonna learn together. Like I said, it took me quite a while to just get it started. I'm gonna go check out the interior. The interior pretty much shot. I mean, the back ain't terrible. The back ain't terrible. but I mean, it's done. And I forgot I put that movie on, so the movie started playing. Let me turn that down real quick.
So they then take this ideology as well as this weaponry, as well as this skill set into the world, and they go to places where resources are plentiful, so you're not fighting for territory necessarily in Africa or in North America. Native Americans really were not big on the idea of even trying to own land. Like, no, the land is here. The land's fair.
So yeah, man, I mean, I guess we'll start right there. Got the decent TV radio in there. That's the 9.3. The front seats, I had actually, when I first got the car, I had went out to the junkyard I wanted to replace this armrest because it was busted, right? And it was a car out there. And I mean, the seats was immaculate, man, and I ain't snatched them because I ain't had a truck. I had one in the car. If I would have took the truck, I would have grabbed them boys, but I slacked. I went back like a week later. Somebody had got them joints up out of there. So, you know, like I said, man, big trunk space. We're gonna try and smack it out. That exhaust piece came off. Actually, I took it down because it was rattling. I put a fuel pump in here too. So, you know, I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work trying to figure out why the car wouldn't run right. And once I get it started, I'm gonna show y'all exactly and try to explain exactly what the issue is now, what it be doing. I think I know what's going on, but I really ain't had the time to really be playing around with it. So much other stuff going on. But like I said, we gonna figure it out together. I had grabbed this air box off of the junkyard because the one that was here was all cracked up. I mean, you know, so like really a lot of maintenance. Like I said, the spark plugs, new coils. I mean, I got a lot of money up under the hood already. I just got to figure out why it won't run right. Let's see. Yeah, the meat on the tires. I mean, most of these tires, man, they was like brand new. When I got it from my brother, you see the nipple still on there. And you know, he was going through tires left and right. So he had really just replaced, like, I think the 2 rears. So I hopefully I don't have to worry about the tires. But I mean, it had set for so long that you know how that go. The tire get a flat spot, you be going down the road, it sound like you bumping along. No good. But hopefully we don't have to deal with all that. So let me see, I'll crank this boy up and let you see what it's doing. Like, sometimes we get a good start on the first try. Sometimes it'll just crank. And that's crazy. Like, it don't want to operate. Like, I definitely just had the car. I just moved it. Like, I just parked it like this, and I put it back on the charger. So, so I have some juice to crank. Let's see. I'll probably edit that part out. I'm gonna turn this battery charger back on. But I mean, if you watch my intro, like, you know it run. I mean, I ain't push it. I had it sitting over there, like on the edge of the apron. So, I mean, I ain't push it or nothing. This car too heavy to push. I done tried to push it a couple times to no avail. Another thing though too, since it had been sitting, I mean, you see the pitting on the rims. So I got a little trick to try and fix that. You know, kind of clean it up and see if we can get it looking halfway decent. I mean, I ain't trying to get this car to be, I ain't trying to get it to be show quality or nothing like that. I just kind of want it to look decent from afar. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst one. The rest of them ain't that bad. My little process when I get ready to clean them up, like, I'm gonna do a video on that too, like how to clean the chrome wheels and stop from pitting. Because this ain't bad. And I found the caps. Like, I'm gonna order the caps. Online, but this one ain't too bad. And you see, we got the dog, man. He be pissing on the rim, so I'll be coming out here. He a jerk. Try to clean it off when he do it, but I mean, the one on the drive, the other one on the other side, that's the worst one. So, I mean, if it's feasible, if I can't really clean that other one up, then I'll order another one. Or if I just find a deal on something decent, you know, we'll see what happens. Because if I find a deal on some 26s or something, we'll put some 26s on here. Maybe even 28s. I seen one with 28s. But you know, when I had got the car, everybody was saying like, yeah, it's over with for them. They had their time. By the way, out in the Midwest, like western suburb of Chicago. So let me see if this boy will crank up. So it'll start. Got an extremely rough idle. Sometimes this boy start acting up. So I'm suspecting it's a short somewhere. We gotta figure that out. I'm almost positive that's the issue. But we go to put the car in gear and it'll just shut down. You know, I ain't gonna try and do that right now because I want the battery to charge up. I want it to charge on its own. I'm gonna pull this charge off. But I mean, you can hear it, man. He got a rough idle. And I really ain't been able to figure out. But like I said, I ain't had the time. Definitely ain't no vacuum leak. That was one of the reasons why I changed the intake. But the intake was leaking. The intake was leaking on this side, dropping in that back spark plug. So, I mean, it may take some time. If you got one, you got some pointers, yo, let me know. Well, I do know you gotta get exhaust done, gotta get the body work done. Probably gonna have to put, might have to put a flow pan on the driver's side. I think it was the driver's side. When I was under there, when I did the O2 sensors, I seen it was kind of weak. Probably had to put a flow pan in there. But I mean, it ain't bad. It'll be a decent project. I got a gang of parts over here. All this was from that car. Water pump, thermostat, fuel pump, coils. So all them coils probably still good. The intake, that's the box down there. The wiper motor, I had just pulled that out the trunk not too long ago. But yeah, so, hey, if you got one, like and subscribe. We're gonna try and figure this thing out together. Like I said, we're gonna build it ourselves. I'm gonna do the body work, I'm gonna do everything. Well, me and my son, that's the whole point of the channel. Porter, not Porter. I'm one Porter, he the second Porter. And you know, I figured while I was teaching him these skills, we could just do a YouTube channel and teach somebody else. So that's how she's sitting now. And you know, stay tuned. Or you got an idea what the problem may be, by all means, let me know. If you want to come on bashing, talking about the car piece of trash, I get that. But hey, do what you want to do. I don't like to be defeated. Like I said, when I got the car, it was running. It just needed a water pump. And then something went haywire. So we're going to figure it out. Stay tuned to the next one. Almost got it in the garage. I think I'm going to have to put it there for now. Because I'm done playing for the day. I'm going to try and figure that out. Well, we got some decent weather, so I figured, you know, I'd do it today, get this done, keep the content coming, because this is going to be the first car I work on. So, if you watch the intro, you know we got the Project S10 Blazer, and I got my baby back there. You can see it. So, yeah, I might have to bump this up a little bit. Maybe now I could try to push it.